Hello, everyone. How are we today? I hope you all are doing well. And yes, we do have, thank you, Tyler, for showing off the 2 new emotes. We do have a third one. It's just currently pending for some reason. I don't know. But yeah. Cozy, yes. Yes, so we have cozy, and we have the heart. Welcome in, Tyler. Welcome in, Kane. I hope you both are doing well. Yeah, I got the lovely Wio finally got back to me with the new emotes. And so we have our new emotes. So, how are we all feeling today? Are we ready for more tavern talk? Have we forgotten about what we're doing? I kind of have, other than Melly. Other than Melly, yep. But yeah, trying to think if there's anything that I've noticed. I'm also happy about finding the, yes, you did show that, yeah. The Andu plush, yeah. It's so cute. What else is going on right now? I don't know. I've had a slow kind of day. So, you know, it's, my brain is somewhat awake, somewhat not. So we shall see. We shall see. Do I have any other housekeeping? I think I have one thing that I'll just mention at the end of stream, but I think that's it. Any other housekeeping to do? Oh, okay. I don't have my webcam set up, Tyler. Do you want to wait till hand cam is set up, or do you want me to just do it without? I can do both, but without is always fine? Okay. Well, we now have something to do. Give me 2 seconds. Which card deck would you prefer? Would you prefer the red cards? Occult? 2 seconds. Eep. Eep. Okay. 1 second while I move you over. So, do you have a particular subject you would like to know about? And I'd like to know how to improve my health and mental for others. Okay. This is very much not the right soundtrack for this, but it's fine. You know, I was not prepared, and I was just in a listen to K-pop kind of mood. So it's fine. Thank you, Jenny. But it's fine. Hello, Cersei. I hope you're doing well. Yes, thank you for the frog. Okay, so health and mental. Okay. Frog, but make it shark. Oh, okay. So, for Cersei, since you just showed, we are doing Tyler's tarot card reading, just briefly before getting into the game. Interesting. Okay, you know, perfect. Just making sure. Okay. So, oh, you've been here the whole time? Perfect. Good to know. Do you want to take a guess, Tyler, as to what card you got? I will say it's not a major arcana. I watch over the stream when you sleep. Fair, thank you. Hold on. Reverse High Priestess. No, it is an upright. It is an upright card. You got the Two of Pentacles. So, the Two of Pentacles, upright, means to juggle, to struggle in a positive influence, to balance, and to maintain. So, in relation to health and wellness, you are right now struggling, but it feels like there's something positive to come after this. Unfortunately, it takes seeing the dark and struggling a bit to fully see the positive influence it will have eventually. And it's to keep, basically it's to symbolize, you know, keep your head above water and you'll eventually make it down a path of good. It may feel like a struggle. It may seem unsure. It may be too much at times. But as long as you persevere, you will find there's positive things waiting for you. So, in regards to our occult deck, you have Amon. So, reveals the past and the future, reconciles with friends and enemies. So, this may even be more influential because of your ask about others. While others you may struggle to understand, to grasp, especially during times of mental hardship and health struggles, as long as you're able to reconcile with people, you will find you will have a better balance of things moving forward. I hope that made sense. I'd say that is actually so accurate for Two of Pentacles. That's actually crazy that we got Two of Pentacles right now. Oh boy. Mm-hmm. Thank you for the head pat, Cersei. But yeah, so there you go. So essentially, keep your head up. Things will seem hard for a little bit, but ultimately, you'll find some good in the world. And you'll find some peace and some balance. Okay. I think there's also, you can say there's a bit of a give and take too, right? You have to be able to let people see and not feel like you are burdening them. Because people who do truly wish to be with you and support you will be more than happy to listen to you. More than happy for you to take time out of your day to talk with them and talk things through. And yeah. Okay. Well, thank you so much for the channel point redeemed, Tyler. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna check one thing before we get going. Oh my god. So I decided to check something before we started stream. So you know how we raided Marky last night? He's still going. He's still going. He's been going for over 24 hours. And I'm sitting here like, I can hardly do 4 before I'm like, it's time for bed. You know? So I was just like, oh my god, you might get rid. Oh no. I hope I don't have to do that. What's up, Cersei? I didn't fall asleep till 10 a.m. Oh no. It'll be the raid of Marky, you should sleep raid. Yeah. Yeah, maybe. We'll find out. Sylvie, thank you so much for stopping by. I wonder if Sylvie got to hear that. I don't know. I don't know if you heard that, Sylvie, what we were just talking about. Nope. Goodbye, Cersei. The birds. Oh no, the birds. Oh, I was just saying that last night we raided Marky. Well, she used the birds. She used the birds. Wait, what? The birds is like a lurk, technically. Yeah. Yeah, Cersei, I don't know if you know about the birds. I don't think you were here for birds. Oh no. It's fine. Don't worry, Cersei. It's okay. It's just another Fight Club. But yes, so I was saying that we raided Marky last night, right? Marky is still streaming. He's been going for over 24 hours now. And I was like, I need to sleep. Wait, what? Yes. Yes, he is still currently live, I think. Let me check. Hold on. Is he still live? Yep. Still live. Oh, and I'm like, I can do 4 hours and then I'm sleepy. I don't know. I don't know. So that being said, I don't know if I'm doing 24-hour streams ever. Yeah. I don't know if I can stay awake long enough for that. Mm-hmm. Love and Rose. But yeah. Alrighty. Well, with the end of this song, boop, 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 we will get ready to hop into Tavern Talk. Did he even eat? Yes, he did. I tuned in briefly for a bit, and yes, he did eat. He ordered pizza at like 10 a.m. So, you know. I am hyper. That's good, Cersei. I'm proud. Spreadsheets. Okay. Are we ready to hop back in here? Oh, right. I forgot we left off here. Okay. We're starting off rough today. Oh, wait. Why is that not? Huh? Okay, hold on. Why is that not working? Yeah. Let me try. There we go. We can do this one now. Some games want window capture, some games want game capture. It's fine. Can you still hear and everything though? There's music? Okay, and you can hear me. Yes. Okay. You know what, Kane? I'm getting so tired of your sass some days. Some days. Some days. Jail time for Kane. Maybe. Who knows? Okay. Okay. I can actually turn this way up here, I think. I know you do. Use the broom. Okay, let's see. Let's see what Kumo has going on. Kumo, it's great to see you. I solved it. Solved what? my parent problem. I solved it. And how'd you do that? It's simple. I'm here to ask you to write up and hand out a quest for me. A quest to find them and to kill them. Sorry, did you say kill them? Yes. Why do you want to kill your parents? Isn't it obvious? Can't say it is, no. Their death is what set me on the bleak path that is my life. It led me towards my destiny, my purpose. Which would be what? Stealing? Revenge? Edginess? Darkness. Of course, edginess. Now that they're back, it's messing up my aesthetic purpose. Right. So I must take destiny back into my own hands. Why not kill them yourself? Or why not talk this through? How dark do we want to go? Hiya, Maya. I hope you're doing well. Why not talk this through instead? Talking doesn't solve anything. It might help. It might make you feel a little better and a little less murderous. It's going good. We're just getting back into it. So, thank you so much for stopping by. No. I must embrace who I am. And for that, they must die. So please, a quest. Have it done. Quickly. As you wish. I'll set it up for you. Thank you. I shall leave it to you. Before you go, how about a drink for the road? Maybe one that'll help you talking about something other than killing your parents? Yes. I shouldn't allow them a warning. So I must be deceitful about my feelings. I'll see what I can do for you. Which one is... Oh, we need charisma. Spoken Heart is not going to be the one we want, so we probably want this one. Which is... this infusion. 1 and 2. And then 2 of brains. Oh, that's one too many. There we go. It is. It's so cute. My little buddy. But yeah, I think this is the first time he doesn't get his normal drink. Maybe this will help with your heart a little. It feels nice. Really warm. Like a hug. Do you need a hug, Kumo? I need to go. Stay safe out there. Sure. And Kumo? Yes. Have you talked to Fable? Yesterday, yes. They left to find Melly. Is this similar to coffee talk? Yeah, kind of. Mm-hmm. I see. Good luck with your parents. I don't need luck. I need vengeance. Does he need help? He left. He left. Do you want to help kill their parents? Pardon me? No, of course not. I meant psychological help. They don't look like they're doing too well, if I might say. He's always quite broody and mysterious, but their parents being alive really threw them off track. You wouldn't think that's a bad thing, really. Now they want to kill them, just because it doesn't fit the backstory they came up with. This is the possibility of a happy ending to their otherwise dark story. Okay. Is it back? I hate this mic sometimes. I truly do. Once again, did not touch anything. Thank you for the head pats, both Amaya and Cersei. I don't know what it is. Who knows? If it happens again, just yell at me. Yeah, there's 2 new emotes. Yeah, thank you for the head pat, Tyler. This one has I've only had it for like a couple weeks, like since I started streaming. Maybe a little bit longer, but it wasn't in use. It was just in the box. And it never was this consistent that it was disconnecting for a while. Although I know I just did a Windows update like not long ago, so maybe it's the Windows update fucked something up. I don't fucking know. My drivers are all weird. I don't know. Yeah, just like I said, just yell at me. Just yell at me if it goes again. Please don't tell me you're actually going to set up a quest to assassinate them. I am but a mere innkeeper to this tavern. I'm just following Kumo's wishes. Oh. I would have expected you to just have a little bit more backbone. Or moral standards, so to speak. You were so sure about Melina's well-being and even calmed me down. I can't believe you'd offer such a violent solution. I tried to stop him. But I don't think I can get them to talk to their parents right now. You heard them. And it's exactly why that's exactly why there's still hope. What? I don't think I understand. Kumo didn't take on the quest himself. So there'll be someone else that can talk to his parents. That sounds like a really questionable plan, if I must say so. It'll work out, I'm sure of it. Most likely, it won't be a very difficult quest, especially not if you know your way around the words. As a nobleman like you would, for example. Did it go again? Nope, okay. Perfect. Oh. Well, I'm still certain this isn't a quest for me, even though I probably could do it. What if the situation actually escalates into violence? I wouldn't know what to do. No pressure. I just wanted to make an offer. Do you want a different quest then? Weren't you listening? I don't think I want to be an adventurer anymore. Hearing Kumo just now has amplified my doubts. I never want to kill anyone ever again. Being a murderer is not how I envision my life to be. Of course not. But I also don't know what direction my life is headed from now on. My heart is full of excitement after my last adventure. This might only be a tale, but there's this place of infinite knowledge. Oh? Are you by chance talking about the subterranean caves on the plain of Ur? I've read so many stories about them. A hidden yet wondrous place. Though, I really doubt a Gaian mortal like me could even walk there. But I've heard you get there through the Twilight Chasm. Innkeeper, do you think that's true? That there's a portal to Ur somewhere in the Twilight Chasm? Well, maybe. Actually, well, maybe. This world is full of wonders after all. And since the Twilight Realm rose from Ur's dreams, I'd say it isn't completely unlikely. Just thinking about the caves makes my heart beat faster and my fingertips itch. Maybe I should go write a little story about them. Time to write down some key words, or I might lose my ideas. You know, I don't think you need Ur to lead you. Your heart already knows what it wants to do. Huh? Do you really think so? Yeah, it's quite obvious, actually. How about you write down those keywords now? This might already be becoming a bestseller. Oh, you're a real sweet talker, aren't you? Thank you for your advice. Goodbye, innkeeper. Until next time, Archie. Hello, Lynn. Good evening, Carlin. Evening. Has Borden already caught up with you again? It's always on my trail. Guessing this quest is still free? Not for much longer, it seems. Haven't had enough of the undead yet. I've got some practice with them now. Might as well make some use of it. Fair enough. Though I thought you'd be looking for Melly instead. Can't say I'm not worried about the little gal. But Fable's already on it. I trust him. And I trust Melly too. To come back, I mean. She promised me we'd see each other again soon. I'm learning to believe in people's words. You should too. Oh, I don't like either of these answers. I do, but trust is a scary thing, or words are empty, actions are loud. Yeah, one is better, I'd say. Yeah, maybe. Everything's scary if Fable's to be believed. Might as well pick the fun horrors to commit to. Like the undead? Exactly. Also gotta check up on my cousin. Those undead snails are sounding a lot more concerning right now. At least they're even slower than the regular undead. Very calming, thanks. You want to take Archie along? He might be a calming presence you're seeking. Under no circumstance. No. What if you get bored? He has very good stories to tell. Shut up. How will we talk about what drink you want then? Well, dearie me, my dearest acquaintances. Innkeeper, Dame Carlin, you both look radiant today. What are we radiating? I shan't say, as it would be too rude. How polite of you. How are you doing, Scully? Just wonderful. Yesterday, I had the most delightful tea party with Sir Alphonse and Lady Frostgrip. Alphonse and I were able to learn so much about the times we've missed thanks to the young blacksmith prodigy. This world truly is an exciting and a beautiful one. And by tomorrow, that vampire will all forgotten about it. He's here! He's here! Alphonse, give me the vampire. But that merely means he will get to remember again. How marvelous! The endless pursuit of learning is a wonder in and of itself. Speaking of learning, if you'd allow me, I'd like to learn how you are doing this fine day of ours, Dame Carlin. You look like you spent you look a little spent, and I would hate to be intruding on your space. Exhausted by all these people and their constant talking. You're good, though. Ain't your fault. I understand. The social aspect of life can be exhausting, as they come with so many rules and obstacles one must traverse. But throughout this overwhelming obstacle course of mortal interactions, we find many magnificent treasures. And all of them make these efforts worthwhile. Like quests. I was thinking about friends, but quests too. Are you heading out on one? Yeah. What's its cause? An unusual amount of undead creatures are haunting Fiosa lately. Especially near the Pale Woods. Harlan is gonna go check on that. An undead gathering in the Pale Woods. But why so? Is there a convention, perhaps? No. It sounds a lot more like the violent type of crowd. Unfortunate. It does seem this sentiment is common amongst my compatriots. Sense and sensibility are often lost when you are ripped from the afterlife without your soul attached to your body. You don't have a soul? You've got a lot of personality for that to be true. That's very kind of you to say, but I'm afraid I'm a mere fragment of my former self. I think an opportunity to find a new self, then. What a sweet promise. We're still okay? Oh, no. I was trying to decide between... No. I was trying to decide between which of the two options to do. Still, it is strange to have everything you once were forgotten. How could you be forgotten when you're here? We will remember you as you are now, and I'm sure people did for your former self. I hope I shall grow into a pleasant memory then, as well as a pleasant present. You already are. Wow. That makes my non-present soul very happy to hear. Dame Carlin, would you mind me tagging along on your quest? It sounds like a haven of fascinating research. I've not been able to indulge in that pastime for a long while. Sure, come along. A skeleton should be a great help in wiping out a bunch of undead. Wiping out? By no means should that be our approach. We should study them, or better yet, strike up a civilized conversation. With enough charisma, I am certain we can remind them of their mortal consciences. Don't be ridiculous. They'll rip us apart. But we can simply ask the innkeeper for some additional defense in case they need some initial convincing. I could even offer you some frost armor to go along with it. A few frozen pine cones here and there, and you'll have a little bit more of a buffer if your words don't take hold. Excellent idea. Or we just fight them. Smash their bones together until they stop moving. No offense, Scully. None taken. Though I believe the cleverer approach would be to rely on speed. Unawakened undead are rather slow, so we should embrace this possible advantage. Dexterity then, and defense. You were right on track with that one. May I suggest adding some of a Morganite lotus flower into this combination? Much like citron, it'll bless your weapon's strikes and lend you some of the power of the great dragons. The undead are incredibly vulnerable to holy attacks. Indeed, we are. The power of the dragons is a difficult one to harness. I'm impressed by your capabilities, innkeeper. I think your delight should be aimed towards the magical ingredients. To dilute them in such a way is a skill in of itself. As is choosing our approach to this. We should leave it up to her, correct? Yeah, you figure it out, innkeep. Some additional defense is a given, but should we focus on charisma or dexterity? And don't forget those wondrous infusions of yours. I would never. Okay. Which do we do, guys? Dexterity or charisma? But which point, Kane? There are two. He makes a point that they could just use holy magic and they'll disappear. Scully wanted charisma. Lynn wanted smash? Okay. Do you want to do charisma? Hold on, I'm gonna save. We want charisma. Boo. Boo. But do you need to solve them? Oh wait, that doesn't work. Hold on. Why doesn't the frozen pine cone work? Maybe this isn't the one I wanted. No, it is. Or sorry, this one. So, charisma is the crown. Speed is, or dexterity is the wing. Intelligence is the brain. Defense is the shield. And attack is the, or strength is the, sword. It would be this one. 1,000 wins. Yeah, so here's the problem with the 1,000 wins. Is one, I can't do, yeah. Sorry, Andy, you did not drink any of that. One, two, three. Will it still work even with the... No, because that's a down. Huh. I guess it's just this one, huh? Oop. Oh wait, I did not need that. Ha 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 ha. Oops. Here you go, buddy. Little shot. 1, 2, 3. Spoken heart. Okay. I would like to think that not all of these souls or bodies are fully lost. If you can save even one of them, it'll be worth it. I couldn't agree more. Thank you for having faith in us, Innkeeper. Ugh. I guess I'll give them a chance. But if they start gnawing at your bones, I won't hold back. I'm counting on it. Come on, let us make a new friends. Enjoy your travels, your conversations, and your battles. Okay, now we gotta do... a rogue's parents were washed ashore. The only solution to parents thinking is death. Oh boy. Primordial Sea. I don't think it's Primordial Sea. Oh yeah, it is. Never mind, it is. Because they washed up. Yep. The Parent Trap. The Twilight Flood brought more to Fiosa than just waters of the Primordial Sea. In particular, 2 long-lost air echoes who had faked their own deaths and abandoned their only child. Now, their kid is out for revenge and longs to have them killed, as the fate of this tragic backstory wills it to. These renegade parents were last seen in Borkum near the Wadden Sea, so any bounty hunters should probably start there. And then we have the wizard, right? Or is, yeah, this is the wizard, I assume. This one. Actually, no. Needs to be gone for good. There we go. It's the 3 missing wizards. Mission. Magically possible. The wizards of Morlea have abandoned his tower. Has abandoned his tower on, well, Morlea, a small island near Neverduff and Dalwell. As is custom for a wizard's tower, it is full of alluring treasures, gold, magic items, forbidden knowledge, and spells. Anything your looting heart desires. But be warned, the wizard is known to have loved puzzles, mischiefs, and contraptions. So don't forget to check for traps. Kibble time for Andu. In the pursuit of entropy. Oh no. Okay, here we go. Also, I do like the little snowman over here with the Fable's hat. I don't know if you guys have seen this. With the little Fable hat. Oh, hello, Jade. Welcome back. You know your quest are getting weirder by the day. I mean, no one's forcing you to take that one. Unless you have one on basilisk swarms waiting in the back. I think I'm good with this one. No basilisks, I'm afraid. Eager to kill some parental figures? You know it. Speaking of family, you haven't brought your sister by in a while. How is she? I don't know. We no longer speak. Oh, I didn't know that. You two were unbeatable when it came to bar fights. Yeah, I love her, but she's become a little too much like our parents. So I need to love her from afar. Or I wouldn't be loving myself very much. Sorry to hear that. Cutting her off must have been hard. Must still hurt a lot. I've come to terms with it. Came out stronger in the end. That's all I can do. Maybe, but the wounds stay, don't they? People wound you. That's what they do. They can also heal you. Ha! That's a false sense of security. Eventually, it all falls away. Not everyone is doomed to become your enemy, including myself. And I think you're doomed to say the weirdest things possible whenever you get the chance. It's a blessing, not a curse. If you want to see it that way. This rogue guy got any siblings? Not that we know of. Their parents kind of faked their deaths. Abandoned him when he was really young. Haven't exactly been writing postcards. Ah. I guess no one would handle that very well. What do you think about the whole killing them measure? Adds up to me. Does it? Yeah. Not like they've ever faced any real consequences for being shitty. Always falls on the kids, doesn't it? And you think being murdered is an appropriate consequence? Not about what I think. I'm just taking the job. Right, but I was thinking... Think less. Or rather, think about what you're gonna mix me instead. So you're not even hesitating. I'm a bounty hunter, innkeeper. Of monsters, I assumed. Not all monsters look unlike us. I thought you don't do charity. I don't. I expect hefty payment on this. That thief must have some jewels stored away somewhere. I see. So, drinks. Drinks, of course. Murder. How would you like to approach it? With a lot of force. Don't know how strong they are, but I need to be stronger. Maybe some defense in the mix too would be good. If their attack patterns turn out to be more complex than you thought. Seems like you do listen to me sometimes. Your stories of fighting mirages and three-headed antelopes are far too compelling to forget. I'd hope so. Still got any of those frozen pine cones laying around? The ones that gave me the mountain mimic? Or the ones you gave me for the mountain mimic? If those deadbeats picked up some primordial magic, I could use some elemental protection. Clever as always, Jade. Obviously. Plus that frost armor is pretty cool. Lucky for you and your coolness factor. No. You and your health. I just got a big shipment of them in last month. Cool. I'll take some of those then. They're not contending with another approach? No. Unless... I guess there's another way. Is there? Listen, some things are unfixable. I'd saw both of my legs off if I ever had to talk to my folks again. But this wound is fresh. It could be possible to delay the inevitable. I could convince them to leave, scare them off, banish them somewhere where they couldn't hurt him. That way he can find them later, if he ever changes his mind. Maybe this rift isn't completely irreparable after all. It sounds like you're asking for something with charisma. And speed. Should hurry up before he does anything drastic himself. Yep, some dexterity might help too. You never know how they'll react. Might have to dodge some blows. Might have to. Got any of that inspiration garbage lying around? I'm not so good with words when it comes to situations like this, but I might have to inspire them to be a little less awful. I could offer you some thunder sage or honey flowers, whatever you prefer. You choose. About it all. Charisma, dexterity, inspiration. The less violent route. But it's not what he asked for. So I won't complain about a strength and defense mix either. As long as you throw in the frost armor. I think my decision about this would be tinted by my own experiences. So, please, a little help? Always, Jade. Thank you for asking. And make sure to leave Onyx some leftovers. She's thirsty. Oh, the turtle's name is Onyx. Okay. Wait, can we keep the turtle though? No, unfortunately. It's her turtle. Okay. Charisma and dexterity or strength and defense. We do have Bubble Dragon. We do have Bubble Dragon. We can watch her turtle when she does bounty hunty things. Yeah, we could. Pretty sure it was... No. Is it? Nope. It's this one, isn't it? Then you do that one. 1, 2, and then 2 here. Sunny breeze. We're doing the less violent option. Maybe this cause isn't as lost as we think it is. If they can't be reasoned with, I can always trick them and kill them that way, yes. But I guess I'll try talking first. Let's hope this is the right choice. Don't trust me? You wish. Don't forget to fill me in on your success. If I have any charisma left in me, you'll be sure to hear about it. Until then, don't tell him what I'm doing. I shall keep this secret between us. You do love those. Typical Fae, I guess. Don't take too many names while I'm gone. I wouldn't dream of it. Oh. Hello, gentlemen. Nah, man, you gotta be careful with that ethereal bamboo. I mean, it's super cool and all, but if you cut it in the wrong way, it's gonna charge up and whoosh, gone you are, sucked into the ethereal weave. Oh, well. You know, like those fishies that'll kill you if you cook them the wrong way. Fish? Yes. They look like balls with spikes. Don't know what they call them, the name though. You mean pufferfish? That. Whoa, wait. You're also here, lol. Sure am. You're looking fire. Nice drip. Thank you, Iniko. Oh no, the Gen Z has entered the chat. What do I do? The Gen Z has emerged in the tavern. They're drinking age now, some of them. Oh no. Make Tavern run away. Oh no. Nico, can we stay on topic, please? I know. I'm aware. No. He does blow bubbles. Just give him a little bit. It's like disturbing a sleeping dragon. Wrong move and the world's faltering and whatnot. So you're saying if I use my bow the wrong way, I can open a rift and be lost in the ethereal weave. Bet. Would suck big time. But alas. Did it do it again, or are we good? I heard another glitchy. Okay. Though, can't be entirely sure. I mean, what's the fun in knowing everything for sure? Don't be basic. Embrace the chaos. As long as you don't play any wrong notes, you should be fine. Ah, nothing easier than that, especially under pressure. Especially then, I'm sure. Then you have nothing to worry about, friend. Might even come in handy one day. Person who made your instrument must have had that at least. No, I can't pet him. They did. Many thoughts, actually. mythical morning, innkeeper. I know, theopractically it's early afternoon, but who cares? Good afternoon, Hex. Okay, listen up. I found this little leaflet on your notice board. And I saw you're finally sending someone out to investigate that abandoned wizard tower. And I decided that someone is me. I've been wanting to see what's up there for a while now. Talk about good timing. Did you say wizard tower? What's the tea? Well, there's an abandoned wizard tower near Niverduff, on a small island called Morlia. Ah, the one with the worms. I think you can find worms in any ecosystem. That's what they want you to think. Sure. Either way, no one has seen the wizard in quite some time. So they say. And I've been dying to know what he might be hiding in his tower. I bet lots of explosives. I was hoping for scrolls of ancient magic and semi-cursed objects. Oh, and of course, books for forgotten knowledge. Rumor has it he left behind quite the hoard of a peculiar trinket. Surely, after all, as it states in this leaflet, traps, puzzles. Must be hiding something valuable in there. Maybe even the key to immortality. Or they were bored. Admittedly, I don't design puzzles when I'm bored, though. I blow things up. I love when things go boom. Same. You know what? What? I think you should take me and Voyboy along. Listen, you say trinkets and I'm all in. I mean, the entropy we'd create if we traveled as a trio would be immaculate. We'd be able to tackle the wizard's puzzle and deathly traps with wits and violence. And music. You have lockpicks? Am I a Hegum? Maybe the ethereal weave could even help. Ethereal bamboo, huh? But an ethereal weave escape could only work if, or only work with Cabian silk. Huh? The ghost spiders of the Cabian use their silk to spin the weave. Good thing these strings are made of Cabian silk then. Great! We can use your Hagum as a planned sea escape. Should the wizard's home, after all, or foster any monsters and traps. Sorry. Why is that cutting off? Hold on. Your Pegum will be the only way out. By dipping into the ethereal weave? Don't worry, it's like dreaming or teleporting. You'll just have to find your way back out. We'll manage that. I'm a master teleporter. And I'm sure our innkeeping friend here has the right drink for you. Perhaps something that'll give you some brain cells. And quick reflexes. So I'm hasty and can easily evade traps. Good thing I don't need that help either. But shouldn't we be able to fight back fiercely in case something is lurking in the tower? Thank you for the hydrate. Lots of traps probably means lots of fire, so fire resistance would probably be helpful too. Fighting sounds good. I'd love to kill something, but I hate making decisions. I think the innkeeper should decide what we make. Okay, so something strong to barge in and fight our way through some fire resistance to survive lethal traps. Or something for our brains that gives us focus, infused with haste. I'll see what I can do, but don't hold me responsible for whatever ends up happening. We would never, ever. Oh boy. I personally think we do. I don't know if the vet would be able to do anything to make him bubble. Maybe he only bubbles at nighttime. Maybe we'll have to wait till we're out of the afternoon period, and maybe then he'll start bubbles. Who knows? I'm gonna do this one. Right? I think that one gives... No. I think that one gives the correct thing. Lotus flower. No, we need haste, not inspiration. It's the saber tooth. Okay, same drink. Saber tooth. The silent owl. Here you go. Brains and quick reflexes. Thanks. I'm sure this will be of use for solving puzzles and evading traps. I'll be sad if not one thing explodes. Explosions could damage all the loot. But maybe afterwards we could light a little fire. You know what we should do? What? We should take Jade along. She'd defo be interested in some treasures too. An additional blade wouldn't hurt. Any idea where we can find her innkeep? I'm afraid she's already on a quest, so probably nowhere nearby. That's fine. We'll poach her. Good luck. Thank you. We shall return with a story worth telling. I can't wait. Bye, loser. Oh, we closed up shop for the night. Okay. I hate when it's raining. I hate when it's raining. No. Everything always goes wrong when it's raining. Hello, you two. This is an odd combo.
Hello, innkeep. Look what I found.
Looks like a rare specimen of Archie to me. I'm one of a kind.
Oh, you two already know each other. Of course you do. You know pretty much everyone in this city, huh?
Of course I know him. He's quite the celebrity in town. Oh, I suppose I am. He's Zenith's most famous author. He's even survived an assault from a horde of vicious undead. Author? I guess I really am an author, yes.
Bummer. And here I thought I could surprise you.
How did you two meet?
I think he spotted me on the street. Must have thought I had a lot of stories to tell. So he asked me if he could write my biography.
What a unique way to call someone old. But she does have a lot of stories to tell. Archie, how many manuscript topics do you want to collect before you actually finish something? Well, you see, it's always important to collect ideas. Life itself is the best source of inspiration for any artist.
Look at him. So eager to write. I just couldn't refuse that look in his big old sparkly eyes.
Writing down ideas is so much fun. There's the magical detective story. Theo and my adventures with the undead. And now Una's biography as well? It's fantastic. I suppose you're right. Una, how come you want your biography to be written now?
I don't have a real reason. I'm old. I've seen a lot of stuff. It would be sad if all that knowledge went to waste.
It's not like you'll disappear any second now, is it?
Of course not.
I get it. A lot of terrible things have been happening lately.
Don't be silly. We'll be fine. It's always nice to see most of your friends return during times like these.
Most of them?
Stuff like this happens every few decades. It's completely normal.
If you say so. Are you gonna pay Archie accordingly, though?
That's what I'm here for. I'm gonna buy him drinks. And I could use a little refreshing drink myself.
Hi. Gotcha. Anything specific you like today, Archie? Just the same as always. A drink to stay focused on my writing, to defend my brain against these distracting thoughts. Coming right up. Defense, defense, defense. Ooh. 2, 3. And a little for Andu. Thank you, buddy. 1 here. And 1 for you. And 1 here. And 1 for you. I know you want to do your sign. I'm so sorry. I cut you off. But you got to drink out of it. Here you go. A drink to boost your concentration. Thank you very much, dear innkeeper. This is delicious. I can feel the irresistible itch in my fingertips already. I'm happy to oblige. So, Una, what's it for you today? Maybe something that'll give me some strength and some energy to tell this little whippersnapper every little detail of my life. Yeah, that sounds about right. Alright, give me a quick second and I'll be back with your drink. So, strength and speed. We're doing Sailor's Courage. It's always Sailor's Courage. Sailor's Courage is... 1 is Sailor's Courage. 1. And then 1 here. And then 3 here. And a little more for you, buddy. Do 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 do. Some liquid stamina for the golden girl. Let's see if your skills are to be trusted, Inkeep. Oh. Archie, I hope you're ready for at least 600 pages. That's a lot. But you already agreed, so you don't have a choice. And now, my dear Archibald, we'll begin with the writing. Thank you for your hospitality, Innkeep. I'll see you later. Goodbye, Innkeeper. I'll remember. Oh, Sylvie, are you still here? He's blowing bubbles. No, he was blowing bubbles. Sorry, I looked over and he was blowing bubbles. And I was so sad. I'll remember to keep a copy of the book for you. Signed, please. Of course. She hasn't earned the bubbles? Why hasn't she earned the bubbles? Very well then. Goodbye, you two. Right, I forgot about her. She's so pretty. With the hellhounds. I don't think she's in our book, is she? Is she in our book? No, she's not. Thank you for the hydrate. Yeah, there's a couple special characters. She might be like a one-off from, I think they have another game. I think. She might be one of those characters, but I'm not sure. Finally, my service beasts and I have returned. Welcome back, Minthy. Good to see you, Innkeep. And surprisingly, your tavern's dry exterior. I thought you might be appreciating the dampness of almost everything nowadays. Maybe while underwater, but wheels and mud don't mix. On land, I appreciate structurally sound and smooth wood flooring, much more than its soggier alternatives. That bad, huh? You would too. Just step a few minutes past your tavern, and you might get a good idea of the things jammed in my spokes and smooshed between Casket and Kane's toes. Oh, right. I forgot the dog's name is Kane. Spelled differently. I forgot. Kane is a dog? Which one would you rather be, Kane? The one hiding his face? Or... I can't remember if they said which one was which. I think she did. I can't remember which one we actually figured out it was. Well, the answer is obvious. Is it? Kane is dog. Thank you, Sylvie. He's blowing bubbles, Sylvie. He's blowing bubbles. He's blowing bubbles. There's the bubbles. Yay! I'll pass. And besides, stories from my patrons are much more enjoyable. I love even more. Yeah. Speaking of, how did the pearl hunt go? Honestly, it wasn't too eventful. But before I go on, I could do with one of your drinks, Innkeeper. Something to keep my mind clear of any irrelevant distractions for the journey back. Let me see what I can do. The brains. We'll give her a sparkling nebula. 1, 2, 3, and a little for Andu. And 2. 1, 2. Hehehe. May this inspire boundless creativity. Just what I needed. I only had boundless supply of this drink while writing at my desk. Unfortunately, my establishment doesn't do deliveries. What a shame. But before you go, I actually have something for you. Ah, and here I thought I'd need to needle you for it again. What a pleasant surprise. My favorite kind. Here, a completely proofread manuscript. I hope. I certainly hope it's completed. Since my retrieval and your proofreading have been such a long time in the making, yes? Right. Long in the making. You should probably wash that red ink off your hands before it stains your mugs. Oh, right. I was, editing my, recipes all night. Crazy story, actually. For another time, that is. I see. I will say, it's good to have these papers back in my hands. May I inquire as to why you asked for them back now? I've decided to finally publish the book. What I've written about, it's very dear to my heart. And I'm happy to finally get to share my writing with the world. Minthy the author has a nice ring to it. It'll be Mackenzie Patron Ichan, actually. A very nice pen name. It was time I finally chose one, and something universal at that. Procrastinating is a curse of its own kind. It sure is. So, about the pearl, or pearls? Protection pearls. Like I said, it wasn't too eventful. I had some tea with the Banshee of the Loathsome Lagoon. She traded me the pearls for objects of her desire. Mostly I promised her a signed copy of the book. Good for her. You know, I've been meaning to ask, if I may, what do you exactly need the pearls for? I know you're often looking for them, but I was never sure exactly why. Well, I'm sure you remember the curse I was bestowed with. Yes, the cursed parasitic rings that amplify your magic to a powerful degree. Exactly those. They cause quite a lot of issues for me and my body. Sometimes it feels like the magic is eating away at me, slowly feasting on my organs and nerves. It's tearing me apart from the inside out as it gradually takes my health and life. The protection pearls help me keep the mana in check. It brings it down to manageable levels. It helps the pain a lot. So you're saying you turn the pearls into a drink? Wonderful to see that's your first solution to everything. Yes, on occasion. Mostly I grind them into ink for my tattoos. They are very versatile little beauties. I'm happy you could find some then. Now that I think about it, care to share? I'm sure they'd be great for my drinks. Not so fast. For most people, they just amplify mana to ridiculous and dangerous degrees. And I don't want to be held responsible for the chaos your patrons could cause. However, maybe I can offer you something less extreme, but still energizing. Here. Cursed coffee. Is that your infamous coffee recipe? After all these years, you finally trust me with it? It's time. I think you finally make it you can finally make it without poisoning someone. I'll do my best. Thank you, Minty. Perhaps it also helps you keep your promises in time. Anyhow, I think we're due to take our leave. Need to make some ink? Something like that. Plus, I promised Casket and Kane we'd check if any primordial tennis balls got washed up by the flood. I think I might have seen those in the bushes. Tennis balls with Kane. I'll have them take a look on our way out. If all else fails, you'll just have to summon some up for us. Nothing easier than that. With enough charisma, you can wish for anything, I suppose. It was lovely to see you again, Innkeeper. Likewise. Best of luck on your journey, and don't forget to send me a copy of that book. If you promise not to forget its existence this time, I will do my very best. I know you will, friend. I know you will. Do. Okay, Doggo is also cute. Can we keep him? No, Doggo is gone. I'm sorry. Remnants? Oh no, what does that mean? Okay, hi you two. Jade, welcome back. Was your quest successful? Have I ever failed? Maybe, probably not. Well, you do look surprisingly unbloodied. Also, hello, Kumo. Kumo? Who's Kumo? That guy. Him. This one. This one. The brooding one. New name, I'm guessing? No. No names here. Never had a name. Don't even know what names are. Am I supposed to go along with that? You're supposed to make me a drink. Then we can talk. Fair enough. What would you like? I still got plans after this, but Onyx is pretty tired. Also, does the... Oh my god, the turtle has a nose ring. I didn't even see that. The turtle has a nose ring. Yeah, it's got something here. I'm assuming because she has piercings. It's also... Sylvie. So, something... my speed, if you let her have a sip. Okay, speed boy. Speedy. Swift strike. A drink for Onyx and you, but mostly Onyx. Not too bad, considering to see you know me so well. Being a regular does have its perks. So, names. Let's start with the story first. You love those, right? You know it. I'll spare you the details of my journey to Borkham. Though I didn't miss the chance to make some extra money along the side. Everyone thought I was the right woman for their jobs. They helped me with the quest too. Squeezed a good description of the renegade parents out of some Red Dune merchant who was in a... Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. My own boyo was screaming, so I had to go see what happened. He's just yelling for no reason. Hooray! Who is in a deep dispute with some blue-crowned elephant. I'd love to hear that story, actually. Not my problem. Asking a couple of pointed questions got me to the inn with the deadbeats that were staying there. Problem with people is, can't exactly kill them in broad daylight. With monsters, you'd be thanked for doing so. With people, you've got to be patient. So I did what anyone would have done in my situation. I posed as a tour guide. And they believed you. Sure did. Inako was right. Your drinks are great for pulling scams. Happy to hear that. I offered them a tour of the nearby Wadden Sea and led them to an area I knew was shunned by actual tour guides because of the unpredictable tides. Gave them a spiel about a battle of the Order of Starlight took place there, yada yada yada. Pretty soon their eyes were glued to some starfish playing in the mud. It was a perfect opportunity to get it over with quickly. Obviously, I wasn't gonna just kill them then. They needed a chance to run. but I had to scare them first. I raised my spear above my head and was about to go for a warning strike when I heard this zinging noise. I deflected the knife that was flung my way at the last second, and it shattered against the ground. All three of us turned to see this cloaked echo reaching for another knife. He had his hood pulled up, knives and daggers strapped all over his body. Even the air seemed to go darker around him. He looked like a real Shadowbane. I trained under them. Impressive. Those deadbeats thought I was protecting them from him. Should have seen the looks on their faces when I said I was there to kill them. I turned back, wanting to refocus on my warning strike, but I was interrupted by a simple stop. It was said in this deep, raspy, incredibly fake voice that sounded like some sort of proper degenerate. Sorry, buddy. Likely the two bums thought we were fighting about who'd get to kill them. Their approach to such a situation was to immediately try and bribe us. I told them to shut it. They asked me what I wanted, then if it wasn't money or words. So I turned to our little Shadowbane and asked what he wanted. But he just stood there, quietly. Can't blame him. They're a little scarier than your parents. So you helped him with the decision. Not exactly. I walked over to him and handed him my spear. She said, "This is your choice. Make it." It felt like she was passing me some of her courage onto me. He stepped forward, my spear in his hand, and took off his hood. I'll spare you the details. They recognized him, of course. Workers had the audacity to act surprised. Surprised is one way to put it. When they talked, they sounded so like they thought I had died. You could have. They left you. I wanted to say something. Anything. Yell. Tell them to get lost. Scream at them for what they had done to me, but all that came out was, "Why did you leave?" Their silence went on for so long. Would have been longer if those tides hadn't come rushing in. You did kind of walk into that one. Kind of. Luckily, I was quick. Got us all up on some muddy rock that their waves couldn't reach. How long were you up there? A couple hours. Left us with lots of time to talk. Did you? Yes, a lot. For example, did you know the primordial flood was caused by the pyre erupting? The pyre? You mean the biggest volcano in Asteria, nestled right in the Leviathan's domain? Yeah. Apparently it erupted, then collapsed, covering all of the primordial sea in ash and set off a tsunami. It should not be doing that. No. Do you think powerful magic was afoot? Probably not. What use is a giant tsunami to anyone? Maybe they wanted to be wet? Probably not. Are tsunamis and their cause all you talked to your parents about? No. We mostly talked about the leaving thing. They said not a day went by where they didn't regret what they had done. I asked why they didn't come back then. They didn't have an answer for that. Mom said she was proud of my knife throwing skills though. Never thought they'd apologize. They owned up to all of it. As awful as it was. I hadn't planned for that. They wanted to make up for everything and be a part of my life. They also said it was up to me and what I wanted. And what do you want? A family. That's stupid. No, it's not. So you forgave them? No, not yet. I have to see if they actually mean what they said first. Can't trust them right now. We really don't know each other anymore. Who knows if we'll even get along. But they said they did want to get to know me, and I think I might like that too. You're just so different. It feels like I'm angry at people that don't exist anymore. You're still allowed to be angry. Even if they change, they hurt you. Neither forgiveness nor forgetting is required. It just feels unfair. Like I'm harboring resentment for ghosts. But I'll try to be honest with them. I owe that to myself. Plus, Jade threatened to decapitate them if they ever hurt me again. They'd stand no chance. None. Could I have a drink now? Sure. Let's trade. Right. A joke? No, a name. I assume Jade didn't know you as Kumo because your parents didn't call you that. Correct. What's his actual name? Oh boy. What did they call you then? I'm not. I'll trade you my name. Just give the guy the drink. Your first name? But those are quite precious to Maida, right? Very. But I'm not joking. I'll trade it. I'm listening. Gulicia. A beautiful name. I don't respond to flattery. But thank you. It's definitely better than mine. What was the second line? I just saw the first one. My heart went to the first one and I just clicked. Oh no. Oh yeah, because I'm a fae. So I like keeping names. That makes sense. Yours fits you. It does not. If you say so. So, not Ulyssia. What would you like to exchange? Maybe something that'll stop me from choking on my words. Guess I have to do more of this emotional thing. I've definitely got something for that. I don't know what this level of moderation is. Trust me, I've had a chat. I've had a chat in the Discord with people, or not. I've had a chat with other like creators and things, and they're all like, I don't know what it is. I have it on like less settings and everything, so I don't know. You don't even understand? Yeah, it said it was like for bullying. It thinks you're bullying, Kane. Are you two okay? Yeah, Kane, bullying. Stop being a bully. Oh no. Here you are. Some fluid emotional vulnerability. It tastes a lot better than it sounds. Thank you for the posture check. We are fighting, beefing. Oh no. Yeah. Bleh. My money's like silly because clouds. Huh? Feels a lot better too. Maybe. I still need to call you something else though, if Kumo is out. It is. What have you got for me then? I don't. I'm running out of names. Jade, can I? Nope. My name. Fine. How about... Dave? You know what? Sure. I'll go with that. I'm proud of you, Dave. Oh, that's not his real name. Oh, thank. Yeah. For everything you've gone through and for choosing what's right for you. Thank you. You need a hug. May have already gotten one from Jade. Speaking of me, I gotta go. I want to go check on Grace with her goons. See you around, Airboy. See you around, Ulyssia. You are a little player. You? No, go talk to Fable. Go find Fable. Go find Fable. Stop flirting with Jade. Get out of here. What about you? Care to linger a little longer? I need some time to think this all over. Maybe even feel it, too. Is Fable back yet? I think cheesecake would make a great distraction right about now. No, I thought you might have ran into her on the way back. I didn't. So Melly isn't back either. No, I'm afraid not. Cool. Great. I guess I'll talk to Harlan? Your parents? Maybe. You think they'll still love me? I don't know. I hope they do. I hope they'll love you well. But I don't know. I do know that other people love you. And if your parents fail to live up to what you deserve, you won't be loved any less. I'd like to believe that. Sometimes I just think, if even my own parents could leave me, anyone can. Don't measure your worth by the actions of people that hurt you. Nothing good can come of that. I'm very thankful to have met you. Anyway, I'm also part of the night or whatever, so I must go. Farewell. See you soon. Do 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 do. His edgy background was satirical to a degree, yeah. Chaos Protocol. Uh-oh. Are the boys back from the wizard tower? Yay! Yay! She's here. Aww. Thank you for being correct, Kane. She was at the wizard tower. Oh. I'm just gonna take a second to just... She's alive. They went to the wizard tower with Hex. Both of them. Yeah, they both went to the wizard tower with Hex. I'm assuming Hex probably, yeah, he probably stayed or he took what he wanted and went to his sister. But she's here. Oh, the head pats. Melly. She's back, everyone. Oh, wait. Where's... Oh no, where did Fable go? Hey, well, I'm not gonna dwell on that right now. I'm not gonna cry about that right now. Fuck. Fuck. No. Innkeeper, surprise. Nice to see you're back. Is Fable with you? No. Should they be? They were looking for you.
They aren't a very good detective then.
I'm very happy to see you well, Melly. Everyone was worried about you.
Why? I'm great at taking care of myself.
See. You are? But where have you been all this time?
Investigating things, obviously. Like the flood. My investigation led me to Morella. Or more like they did. Nico, Voy, and Hex, I mean. I followed them to Morella. They were talking about mysteries and puzzles. And I was trying to solve a mystery, so I couldn't let this opportunity pass me by.
What? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. She followed them. I don't know. Maybe she'll tell us. You're lucky. People usually pay a lot of money to spend time with me.
Why?
Because I'm like famous.
But I didn't go there because of you. I was following clues.
Okay.
I didn't follow them all the way into the tower. After my last encounter with a wizard, I had had enough.
Where's Hex anyway? You know, doing wizard things. Like arson? That would have been fun. But instead he chose to study. He immediately wanted to check the spells we found. Though he seemed pretty disheartened. How come? Not sure. I guess he didn't find what he was looking for. Maybe because the world's greatest treasure was already traveling with him. What would that be? Me. Never mind. He told us to keep an eye out for any time magic razzle-dazzle. But we found nothing. At least you managed to get inside and return safely. Yeah. That was the way there was easy peasy. We got there thanks to Nico pulling off a shape-shifting trick and pretending to be a merchant. Stole some guy's coat and face and used his reputation to secure us a boat to Marilla. Said I wanted to meet some real estate agent from the Magocracy to buy the island. Told them to pick us up in a week or so, but then we'd be far gone. What happened when you reached the island? I'm quite intrigued. Before we tell you anything, I'd like a drink. Something that goes down like honey and makes my poetry flow like a wild river. Nothing easier than that. Sorry, I was looking at the cursed coffee. One, two. 1, 2. Some honey for those vocal cords. Enjoy! That's what I'm talking about. Amazing. Can we move on to the story now? You got somewhere to be? Nah, but I'm getting bored. We got to Marilla, it's an island so small it basically towers a wild backyard. As we walked between the crystalline roses, I expected there to be a secret passageway hidden right behind every corner. I almost brought you back a rose. Roses don't fit in my tavern. Nico said the same thing. Anyway. The tower itself reached so high, I thought it might be reaching out to kiss the moon itself. It's really tilted. At about a 5-degree angle, I measured it with my paws. The bricks were still wet. I'm sure the tsunami shook its foundations. Would think the waves would have done us a favor and knocked down the door, but nope. That locked door was the first challenge. Yeah, Melly, she's so cute. I love that she just sits on the counter. I love and hate it. I'm like, take your boots off, girl. No putting muddy boots on my bar stool. Inico's lockpicks broke. Seemed like a skill issue. Broke? Skill issue? Bro, the door ate my lockpicks. Ah, a door mimic. A classic first step to securing your establishment. You talk like you've seen one before. Have you ever tried to open my door when the inn's closed? No? If you do, don't use any lockpicks and take care of your fingertips. So, how'd you get inside? By charming it. Hex forgot his spell book and couldn't get the arcane lock-unlock spell to work. And obviously, it wouldn't let us in just like that. So I decided to play the mimic a little tune. Yeah, that was amazing, bro. Your fancy tunes are the GOAT. I was nervous. I'd never played in front of a mimic before, so I wasn't sure what their music taste was. I decided to play something emotional, something that would melt its metaphorical heart. A song of woe. Who would have thought it'd actually melt? Yeah. I began playing the first tune, and the lock started weeping before I reached the chorus. Tears streaming down its face. And as if they were very hot or made of acid, the door melted away. Afterwards, the lock lay in a pile of wood, sobbing, thanking me for my performance. That's not a very sturdy lock. It just sounds very in touch with its emotions. We stepped over the door's remains and walked into the tower. It was so much taller and bigger on the inside. Like a pocket dimension. So freaking cool. Except a tower can't really fit in your pocket. Bet. Hex walked ahead. Guy was really distracted. He didn't even listen to my poem about the symbiotic relationship between an axe and a door. For a long time, we didn't encounter anything. Just a long hallway. No doors, just a bunch of strange paintings. Of course, most hallways can't go on forever, so eventually we reached a staircase. After what felt like 5.5 minutes? Eternity. Why is Iniko the one I really... You are... You and him share a similar essence, I feel. Yeah, because you're of the same spirit. Yeah.
Meanwhile, I was outside, investigating the flora and fauna. Everything was peculiar, like it was all from another world. The colors were different, very blue, almost spectral. And there were lots of spider webs. Or yarn? Not sure which.
It terrifies me, and so do you. Okay, no, she's complimenting, yeah.
Suddenly, the ground shook and almost knocked me off my feet.
Who could have guessed there was a pressure plates under those stairs? I wasn't paying attention and was too careless. One wrong step and a pressure plate triggered an explosion, and... plunk, the whole staircase became crumbling down into a pit of nothingness. Bit by bit, starting from the bottom. I rushed upwards to safety, away from the weird wizard abyss. I stumbled. If it hadn't been for Hex, I'd be mush. He grabbed my hand and pulled me up. But he isn't really the strongest. So we almost tumbled down together instead. I figured I couldn't just leave them to fall to their pathetic destiny. So I zoomed down and grabbed Hex by the collar and pulled him and Void Boy back up. Thank you for saving us, Nico.
No problem, Void Boy. Don't get used to it. Didn't you expect a trap like that? After all, a great wizard would protect their treasure.
I guess we were a little distracted by all the gold hanging from the walls. The staircase ended in a wondrous library that spiraled endlessly higher around the tower's inside walls. We lost Hex at the bottom, in the first row of books. Almost all of them were drenched. It didn't seem like the tower was waterproof. There was still primordial water dripping from somewhere above. We couldn't make out the ceiling. Tried to reach it though. What is going on? Nothing is going on. Okay. Okay. I'll take your word for it. Bubbles! Yeah, Bubbles. He's not going right now, but he's here. The second story of this spiral staircase library had 3 paths leading away. Each path ended in a door, and all 3 doors were closed and marked with runes or paintings or rusty old locks. I got sucked into looking at the library's beautiful murals. Each of them depicted a different story. One of them was a mosaic of mirrors. That one was my favorite. Watching Hex look at looking Hex look at books is like reading a thriller. Almost every second book was rigged with a trap, but he figured out the pattern pretty quickly. Something, Fibonacci, something, I don't know. Once I was able to pry myself away from the murals, I started looking for spell things. I knew Hex was most interested in those, and you know, you help when you can. I didn't. I was mostly looking at all the small treasures laying around. The wizard had this really cool staff with a chonker of a gemstone embedded in the top. He said chonker. Yep, this is, yep, Imagine the damage I could do with that. I also found something else that was really cool. Here, take a look. I can't see it. Boy, I can't see it. It's right here. What is it? A weather jar, duh. It shows what the weather is like in another realm. I see. Let me guess. Avalon? I knew you'd get it. I found some spell scrolls. One of them had golden runes on it. Hex liked that one, but he didn't love it, you know. Then, nestled between a few red velvet armchairs, I found a glass case. It had a golden frame and a scroll placed inside neatly in the middle. The scroll was floating and all that. I knew Hex was looking for more spells, so I called for him. As soon as I mentioned an oddly floating scroll, he came sprinting upward, staring at the glass case. He already had another scroll tucked into his coat. Honestly, I was expecting him to be carrying half of the library at that point. But I guess that would have been too heavy for him. Of course, that stupid glass case was also a puzzle. Had no lock, no lid, no nothing. Just glass in a gold frame. The scroll itself was glowing a promising blue. I suggested breaking the glass. Hex gave me his finest death glare. So, he investigated the puzzle himself. While we were doing boring side quests, I made sure to stuff my pockets. Found a jeweled silver paperweight that kind of looked like shaped in a bird that would make for a great blunt weapon. Amazing, Inako. So great. Hex was too scared we'd destroy the scroll by triggering another contraption, so he suggested we look around in the adjacent rooms. The riddle doors. Hex only had to look at them for a mere second before figuring them out. Apparently all of those murals and runes were referencing a hidden story somewhere in the library. So he made a search for it. It was tricky. We didn't want to trigger the book traps after all. It was like the library knew what would tempt us the most. I kept seeing books about forgotten songs, rare instruments, romantic poetry. And I saw books about burglary and fraud. Even had to tackle you to the ground one time so you wouldn't blow us all up. Who can resist a good scheme? It was kind of exciting seeing Hex hop up and down the stairs looking for the right books. First password was password. The second password was passwords past the password. And the third one was passwords past the password's password. You wish, but no. It was 1, 2, 3, 4. Easy to crack. Good for you. The first room was an alchemy lab, full of apparatuses I've never seen before. Most of the liquids had gone dry, but Hex insisted on taking what was left along with us anyway. Wouldn't let me taste any though. The nerd was more interested in studying the hidden secret behind the second door. He was really determined to crack all of the old wizard's mysteries. We helped where we could, but listen, I only have like 3 brain cells. Yep, that makes sense. Wait, what? He only has 3 brain cells, and they're to commit burglary, steal identities, and blow things up. I know, but I'm just recounting. I know, I'm just recounting what the 3 brain cells are. Three brain cells, yes, I see it. And a penchant for stealing identities. Silence broke only by the dripping of water and the creaking of old wood. So I sweetened it with a song. It was very easy to get into the flow of that bomb music, Voyo. Thank you. Hex didn't find a key to the glass case, but at least he found a blueprint showing how it was built. Maybe he could find out... Maybe he could find out how it opened using that? That'd be nice. He was pretty beaten up about everything, though. Yeah, couldn't find what he was looking for. Not even in the third room? No. That one. That one was a gym. Didn't know wizards worked out. Maybe it was just a distraction from a hidden vault? A hidden vault? Anything good in there? Oh yeah. More than our arms could carry. Bunch of artifacts. Most of them probably cursed. Which makes them even cooler. But Innkeep, you don't even know the funniest part yet. Enlighten me. The whole time, the wizard had a spare key to the tower under the doormat. The oldest habit of all time. And we didn't even think about checking for it. I did, but I wanted them to find it for themselves. When they left the tower, I was at the beach with Jade. She arrived a while ago to pick us up, and I was teaching Onyx new tricks. She helped us heave all the loot onto her boat. We couldn't take everything with us, so we decided to head back there another day. There's one thing that doesn't make sense in this equation, though. That would be... Inico, Voy, and Hex traveled alone. Well, except for me, they're stowaway. Yet I found a fresh set of footprints by the coast before Jade ever arrived. Like there was a fifth person on the island. Maybe there was someone in there shortly before us? We didn't even notice, lol. Just like we didn't notice Melina. I'm sorry for staying hidden for so long. Don't apologize. I think you just proved your skills as a detective. We've got a lot to learn from you. What a story. I can't wait to share it with Archie. I'll be on my way now. Gotta go check up on Hex and make sure he didn't accidentally take a book mimic home. You coming, Nico? Sure thing. So long, Innkeep. Goodbye, Innkeeper. Don't miss me too much. I'll try not to. Now you have some explaining to do, young little one. Now it's just you and me, Innkeeper. Indeed. I'm glad you're back. You're making it sound like I was lost or kidnapped. I was just investigating. Without telling anyone? I don't need to tell anyone where I'm going. People care about you, Melly. They get worried if they don't know where you are. Oh. I'm not used to that. But I care about people too. Like you. That's good to hear. Yay! Yay! Please let this be cute. Please let this be cute and wholesome. Please. Melly. Hi, Blade. Hi, Dave. Oh, that name is so outdated. You're back. I am. Did you miss me? Did I? I was just very worried. What?
You called me Melly.
What about it?
You've never done that before.
I'm sure I have.
You even said you never call me Melly.
I'm just glad you're back. Welcome back to my tavern, Dave.
That's a cute one.
Yeah, I got it on my latest quest.
Dave, you made a good choice. I also went on a quest. Well, at first I wanted to find the moon swamps. You know, the mysterious magical swamps. Swamp that is said to be magically hidden and appears only in foggy night, starry...
Oh my god, I can't read anymore. My brain is dead.
Help me. Help me. Help. Help.
Melina used brain melt. Yeah, really.
Oop. You know, the mysterious magical swamp that is said to be magically hidden and only appears in foggy but starry nights.
Thank you for the hydrate.
I heard that there's somewhere in the moon swamp near the portal to the Twilight Chasm.
And did you find anything?
No. I did find some weird waymakers, or way markers made of bones, but that seemed to lead somewhere. But they had "Do Not Touch" written on them, and the paint seemed fresh, so it would seem like the perfect clue. But then, suddenly there was just gallons of water everywhere. Luckily, I got away quick. And since I was already there, as Fiosa's best detective, it was my duty to discover the flood's origin. Well, at first I was more of a stowaway than a detective, and I also couldn't figure out what.
Don't storm off like that ever again. You understand? I was so worried and no one knew anything about your whereabouts.
Now.
You made her cry.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have yelled at you like that. I haven't cared about anyone in so long. And with you and Fable suddenly gone, I didn't know what to do.
I thought you didn't care. After you went off without telling me. I thought you maybe didn't want to be my trusty assistant after all. I went to investigate alone.
I'm sorry for leaving.
It's all right. I'm used to people leaving and not coming back.
I mean, you left without saying goodbye, bitch boy. You were a little better. I do care, Melly. It's kind of new to this whole honesty thing. I'm kind of new to this whole empathy thing.
Yeah, I figured.
If you'd like, I could fix you a drink to help you find your words again. Don't know if I can think of a joke in exchange for a drink right now. It's on me today. You've got enough to worry about. So, let me see what I can do for you. He gets his old classic. Okay, but here's the thing. I don't regret this kind of story arc we've gone on. Because I don't know if had Melly been there, what would have changed story-wise for Dave. You know? Did it make me sad and upset? Yes. Do I regret it? No. Enjoy your magical liquid eloquence. It doesn't taste half bad. This might actually help. So, your quest. Jade said you were stranded on Morilla.
Yep, I followed 3 very suspicious looking fellows and somehow ended up on that island. Why do I always run into wizards and magic when I'm out on adventures? And traps. Magical traps everywhere.
Sounds very dangerous.
A detective's always seeking thrills. I'll be sure to be careful, I promise.
It's not about that. I know you know how to take care of yourself. Otherwise, you wouldn't have solved the T-Rex case. But don't put your own life in risk in exchange for a quick adventure. Luckily, nothing major happened this time. Have you forgotten about what happened in Zoford? This all could have ended very differently.
I know.
All I'm saying is, don't disappear again. Please. You're not alone anymore. You don't have to do everything all by yourself.
Like you're one to talk.
To be fair, Dave's got a point. Even though they're guilty themselves, both of you are. But you two have also made a lot of progress already. And I'm glad both of you made it back safely. Heard anything from Fable yet? No, not yet.
What about Carlin?
She came back after the flood. Currently, she's investigating some undead sightings in the Pale Woods.
Do you know when she'll be back?
No. The two of you can wait here for her if you want.
Yes, please.
I want to stay until Carlin gets back. All right. I'll keep you company. How about I spice up your drink or your weight with another drink? I'll pass.
Oh, but I'd like one, please.
Of course. Do you want anything specific?
That whole adventure was pretty exhausting. Maybe it's something to combat my mental tiredness.
Nothing easier than that. Now, Andu, I need you to be very quick about this. I need you to go and get the child-safe version of all of these. Yes, I need you to get the child-safe version. Thank you. Thank you very much. Just because they're not alcohol doesn't mean they're child safe. So I have to have Andu go get the child safe versions. You know? These are potions we're talking about. Sparkling nebula. Let's see if this will wake you up again.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, Umgak, hello. Hello, I hope you're doing well. We have just had our sweet baby Melly return to us after disappearing for like weeks. So we are very happy tonight. It's my day off, so I can chill here this morning. Yay, I'm glad. If it's morning for you, you must be like EU time. That makes sense. Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you. This is delicious.
It's 6 a.m. Oof. And you're up right now? You have my respect. I would not be.
I can feel my synapses connecting. You know, now that I've had some time to think about it, I think I've figured out why Hex was so bummed about the loot.
Care to share your insight with us?
But of course. He has a younger sister, right? Which always struck me as odd. She looks so much older than him. So what if she just ages faster than he does? And he expected to find some special loot in the wizard tower, but he didn't find it. So what if he was looking for something to extend her life? Like a scroll of immortality?
What a foolish idea.
Hey!
Not you, Hex. Even if it's tempting, those powers are powers no one should interfere with.
I agree. What if she turns into a zombie?
I've had enough of them. Definitely.
We should tell him when we see him again. Or maybe we should tell Carlin when she returns. She seems to be experienced with dealing with the undead. You think it'll be long before she gets back?
I don't know. It could be very soon, but it could also take a few more days. You've had a long day. Aren't you tired, Melly?
No. I'm not tired at all.
Let's wait a little bit longer. Maybe she'll show up or and Fable's with her.
Sounds good.
So, do we think Carlin and Fable are going to show up? Did she fall asleep? Yeah. Maybe I should bring her home and wrap this up for the night. That's a good idea. You should get some rest as well. I'll let you know if I hear anything about Carlin or Fable. All right. There's not much for me to do otherwise. Except care for Melly. She needs you. Yeah. I think you might be right. Good night, Dave. You know... forget it. See ya. And do snack time. And do snack time break. Do, 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 do. Disaster Tea and Revelations. Hello, you two. It's been a minute. I do not remember your voices, so this will be fun. Welcome back. It's good to see you both again. Hold your enthusiasm, innkeeper. We bring tales of disaster. I don't mind a little disaster in my tales. After all, you do tell them so well. She really does. As do you, Clay. Thank you. I hope my stories are as good as your drinks. They are to me. Speaking of which, can I offer a drink in exchange for this little insight into your disasters? That'd be great. Something that feels strong and magic-y, right? You remembered! Yes, that one. Coming right up. Broad of chest, pure of heart, dumb of ass. Yeah, that's, I aspire to be one. True. Okay, so we need... This one is citrine, yes. Oop. 1, 2... 1 of this. Oh, nope, nope, nope. Pick up 1 of this. And 1 of this. Oh, come on. No, no. 1 of that. And 1 of this. There we go. Sailor's courage. Something tasty and strong. But hopefully not too disastrous. Very tasty, very strong. You've got the best drinks around. Happy to hear. Bye, Clay. Tia, you're bursting at the seams. How were the archives? Fun. Were they? Mayhaps. The bleak stalkers were... bleak? Cute. Cute?
Very. Jade told us where to find the entrance to the archives. But when we got there, we found it was surrounded by bleak stalkers.
They were quite numerous and so shaped.
I decided to ask them if they could let us through.
And I thought he might need help with that. So I called on your honey flowers and extended my divine light to him. It made him glow softly, and they flocked to him like moths to a gentle flame. Did you know they have velvet wings that can fold into their bodies?
I didn't. That's fascinating. They were so cuddly and showed off their crawling skills in exchange for carrots. I asked them if they'd like to be our tour guides, and they were so excited. They'd never been tour guides before, and at first, they thought it involved eating people. Yay!
I may have acted a bit standoffish when trying to correct their misconception. Clay was able to convey the message much better. He's very good at explaining things.
I think he really understands people. And that helps him meet them where they're at. I try to. Everyone has their own way of understanding things. I think that's beautiful.
I envy your empathic approach to life, Clay.
Alethea? Or Alethea? I'm not sure.
That's the only problem I have with some like these like longer, more, you know, fantastical names. Is I'm like, okay, where do you put your... All right, wow, you didn't even trip on that one. Both are right is the thing.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? It just depends on where you break it up, right? So, lame. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Thank you, but you've got your own strengths. Like how you're a master of strategy, or how you're so good at making people feel safe.
I suppose we make a great team. The best, I might say.
We made a great team with the Bleak Stalkers, too. They let us right inside the archives, which were huge.
Large parts of the Everbloom had collapsed, but even the explorable sections were unbelievably spacious. We had no time for a proper tour, unfortunately. We had to make it back in time for the barbecue, after all.
Oh no! Is Fable gonna miss her own barbecue? Is no one gonna be here for the barbecue? Oh no! Fable, where are you?
Yeah.
I don't know.
That meant we had to be efficient during our search. Though we did take a break to admire the artist's hall, The artist's hall the creatures excitedly led us to. We found abandoned pottery equipment that distracted us a little too much. Using more time that was probably appropriate, we molded tiny versions of the little critters as a gift to them. They loved them. Afterward, we split up to cover more ground. Each of us was guided by a group of bleak stalkers. A dangerous choice. That's when the monsters get you. That's what Clay said. So I enchanted the friendship bracelets. Oh, she's wearing the friendship bracelet. Oh my god, she actually put it on. Oh my god, she actually put on the friendship bracelet. I didn't even see she put it on. I love them. 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 That way, we could always sense in which direction the other person was located, so neither of us would get lost. It was so smart. It was very useful. I see you kept yours on. I did. They really helped with navigating around the archives, too. It's a beautiful place, you know? I mean, everything's overgrown with vines or withered and full of termites. But you could tell how much care had gone into the building. Some of the tree branches still had leaves on them. And I saw a couple of stubborn lotus daisies trying to break their way around the rocks. I taught the bleak stalkers how to water them. They loved drinking out of the watering can. But they also enjoyed sharing their water with the lotus daisies. Hopefully they'll grow stronger again soon. What a shame all the effort that went into building the archives was for nothing. But it wasn't. It meant something to someone once. And I could still feel the love in it, even during our visit. Maybe it will even bloom again. It's called the Everbloom, right? Like forever. I wonder who named it. Oh, I didn't see she was crying. We should go back sometime and see if we can find any information on the archivists. Is his name just Clay? Let me find out. Clay Moore. That's so dumb, I love it. Yeah. I have a feeling it's supposed to be a joke, too. So. I support him. I support him and his life choices. Yes, 100%. I bet they knew some great drinking games. Why would the archivist know drinking games? Perhaps we should honor their contributions by studying the knowledge they left behind. Why not both? They should be people first, symbol second. Oh, yes. I guess both would work. Good idea, Clay. What else did you find in the archives, besides friends and the beauty and horror of time, I mean? I got a little distracted when I asked our new friends to point me towards the cooking section. It was so vast. I found so many new bread recipes I can't wait to try out. I also found something for you. For me? Yes, a recipe from a book on mixology. First I thought about taking the whole thing along, but it was a giant tome and the Bleakstalkers were very attached to it. No worries, Tyler. Have a good rest. Thank you for stopping by. So I ripped out the page that looked the most interesting. We thought it would fit your repertoire. Last Whisper. Oh, it's so cute. I think it does. Thank you very much. As for me, I asked them to lead me towards dangerous knowledge and soon found myself in a hidden study. Bleakstalkers didn't want to go inside. They were scared of its contents. So I rewarded them with treats and ventured inside alone. It was a complete mess, full of scriptures, scrolls, and written ramblings that would have been forbidden these days. A little exciting. And worrying. The papers I was able to translate spoke of the apocalypse, of the end of it all. There were research on the roots of the Aether Tree and how to unbind them, written with shaking hands and in fading ink. Was it more the scholarly or mad scientist type of research? Hard to tell. The lines tend to blur with blasphemy. Do you know a lot about the Aether Tree? Because Tia gave me a whole presentation about it. I wouldn't mind a refresher. It's a giant tree. Good start. A world tree. That means our world rests on it. In it? Around it. Somewhere. In it, mostly. Depends on who you ask. I like the art style. Her facial expressions are pretty good. Yeah. They're really nice. The dragons guard the tree. Because they created it? Maybe. But definitely because they care for us. And since we live in it, we should keep existing as it does. It should keep existing as we does now. Because no one wants their house to begin to crumble. Oh, buddy. No cry. A lot of people would get hurt if something happened to everyone's home. That's true, but luckily for us, damaging the Aether Tree isn't possible. It's larger than we could ever imagine. To us, it's really more of a concept than a tree. And the dragons defend it. Despite their oath of neutrality, they're not easy foes. There is one way. The sigils of Alcahest. The what now? The who's the what's now? The sigils of Alcahest. They're the key to destroying the Aether Tree, according to the scrolls I studied under the archive's candlelight. Are they some sort of spell? More of a manual to a self-fulfilling prophecy. A way of breaking the cosmos in accordance of their own rules. For the tree to crumble, its foundations must be fractured. The 5 sigils of Alcahest represent the 5 dragons, each of which must be damaged to topple our world's balance. Only then can our cosmos reshape themselves. The scroll spoke of experiments for creating a sigil, unsuccessful experiments. That's reassuring. Not quite. They were only unsuccessful back then. The next notes I found... next to the notes... No. Hold on. I'm taking a sip. 1 second. Next to the oat... Oh my god, I said it again. Ooh. Next to the notes of old, I found others, written on cleaner, newer parchments with unfaded ink. Much of it was incomprehensible, written in languages I've never seen before. But various sketches of whales caught my eye, as did altered frostbite scrolls. That sounds unsettlingly familiar. I fear the star fall broke a sigil. By ripping holes into Cassiopeia's wings, it destabilized her flight. If she's damaged any further, time could be sent into disarray. Meanwhile, the tsunami, like I heard, didn't just plague the archives. The waves broke down the barriers between the primordial sea and the twilight chasm in ways never seen before. So that's 2 broken sigils. That's not good. What an incredible understatement. To witness one such sigil fracture would be anxiety-inducing enough. Knowing it has to happen to 2... Knowing it has happened to 2 will keep me up for many nights. It's not only 2, it's 3. 3? Alongside the notes, I found an old map with fresh markings. The names were outdated, but the intention was clear. Marked were the 5 interplanar portals. Planar portals. Am I back? Okay. Sorry. Okay. What I'm gonna do is we're gonna finish this day and then I'm gonna call it for tonight. Also because 1, I'm tired. 2, I want to see if I can troubleshoot whatever the hell this mic is doing. Yeah, I am sorry I went quiet for a little bit. But yeah, I want to troubleshoot whatever the hell is going on with my mic. So, I will finish this day, and then we will call it for the evening, if that is all right. "30 years ago, their sudden appearance tore fissures into Gaia. I believe they were the first sigil." Bad, right? Very. Who could have done this? I don't know. And why, of all things? The Aether Tree collapsed, or even shifted in its perfect balance. The destruction would end us all. Who would want that? No one thinking rationally, that's for sure. They might have a good reason for it. Maybe we can talk it out with them? I doubt it. Me too. Whoever it may be that's causing this, they only have 2 sigils left. Or would be quite bad, right? Don't they say that waking the Elder Dragon will start the apocalypse? They do. I feel like there's too many ways to start the apocalypse. Maybe they're all connected, and waking Ur will break the last sigil? Although, I'd like to think that breaking all the sigils is indeed impossible. Because it's impossible to reach Tuat in the spirit realm, right? It's not exactly impossible. One can make it to the spirit dragon via the astral sea at the dawn of the dying moon. That's in 5 days, right? Yes, but worry not. To reach a very specific location within the astral realm, very specific rituals are necessary. And Gaia's portal to Cassiopeia is indispensable. Said portal is located in and safely protected by the Aperture, the stronghold of the Order of Starlight. And its rituals must be performed with outstanding accuracy to withstand the treacherous astral currents. Only the highest ranking members of the Order are privy to this knowledge. And I guarantee you, all of us would rather die than aid the destruction of this world. If the rest of them are as half as stubborn as you are, I think we're well protected. Exactly. That's good then. The rest is worse. What's bad is that we don't know who's behind this. Or why. By the dragons and the endless horizon, anyone who would desire something so vile. I can already sense your next quest. But can I offer you a drink first? Your throat must be dry from all that exposition. I wouldn't say no to a drink. Perhaps something that'll keep my mind intact. Defended from lunacy. I feel like I'm going mad. Say no more. Okay. Oh, she wants defense. Well, defense. Shush. Thank you for the hydrating gak. And oh, I'm sorry, Andrew, you did not get half of that. Defense probably just protection. She's always gotten defense drinks. A delicious defense against the absurdity of evil plots. Huh? Huh? Wait. Are you okay over there? Are you okay? What the hell was that? Oh boy. I was like, huh? Yeah, Kane, it's concerning that your phone auto-corrected that in the first place. Thank you. This makes me feel a little less conspiratorial. I need a breather. You know what else makes for a great breather? Fable's barbecue? Exactly. You're right. That would be quite pleasant right now. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I don't think the barbecue is happening today. Fable hasn't returned from their quest yet. Oh. What quest are they on? Finding Melina? But we just saw Melly on the way here. Perhaps they found another quest while out. Heroism can be infectious like that. Innkeeper, what kind of drink did you mix them? None. Maybe we should go look for them. Maybe so. Please do. No one has seen them in days. And the last thing I said to them, I'd hate for those to be the last. Please help me find them. Of course. I'm sure they could slay any monsters without us, but extra hands wouldn't hurt. You'll have to deliver your apologies yourself. I'll slay that beast when it comes to it. Very well. But first, we must solve our urgent sigil problem. I feel like we're missing one piece. Kyle! Finally! Oh my god, it's been ages. Ooze boy is back! Now I gotta remember my Kyle voice. Oh, it's been like three sessions without him. Yes, this is Vampire Boy. He's very sweet. He's very sweet. As you can tell. A piece of cake? What? I'd like to order my usual cake, innkeeper. I don't serve cake. Never have. Oh, maybe you should. Another delicious delicacy would be... Also still no blood. Oh. The sorrow I am feeling is equal to the grief I felt after the vampire glitter competition of 1389. So it wasn't just Twilight, huh? Oh? I had run out of glitter. I can only serve you one of my usual drinks to alleviate some of that heartache. That would be splendid. I'd like something that would enhance my immortal strength. No shopping bag shall hold me back today. I'll see what I can do. So he wants strength. Ooh, we can do the cursed coffee. New drink! New drink! Oh my god! Yeah, it's a little ghosty, it's a little spirit. But that's not what I was saying, oh god, to. No! Oh, no. Do it. Oh, no. He is very cute with his blush. Yes. Here. With all the strength of a raging fire. Ah, thank you, dear innkeeper. My blood is boiling with euphoria. Mysterious as the dark side of the moon. Yep. Any particular reason for your shopping trip? A very particular one indeed, innkeeper. It's a matter of life and death. It's a Mulan karaoke when? I could... See, the thing is I'm not a good singer, so it'd just be me just being silly. But I feel like karaoke's more fun with actual people around, you know? So that's... But it's more fun with people, not by myself. I must head out to purchase this wondrous sustenance known as common food immediately. Do you know what comfort food is? I haven't the slightest idea. I know, I realize I fucked up. Shush. It is rumored to restore you mortals back to full health. I'm afraid Rhea will perish should she not receive it. That sounds serious. Has she fallen ill? Just... A fatal case of something she's called being in the zone. I assume it's highly dangerous. She's refused to move away from her drawing board for over a year now. She even threw me out of the room upstairs when I offered her a blood pellet snack. How will her body ever handle a year without food? I have good news for you. Rhea hasn't been sketching for a year. You guys checked in yesterday. How fortunate. And as for your legendary item, you should ask her about it. Generally, Everyone has a different idea of what they might consider comfort food. How wondrous. Though something tells me you should give her some time before you head back upstairs to ask. Why? Call it intuition. I don't think intuition is a very good name, innkeeper. Want to help me find a better one? Of course. I'll think of one before the next 80 years are up. Thank you. I shall remain for a while. And once I have acquired the correct comfort food, I will make sure my friends eat every last bite. Like a vampiric mother hen to her vampiric chick. I didn't know there were vampire chickens. There aren't. Do you know that for certain? Yes. I would have sworn the ones at my family estate had fangs. Chickens can't develop teeth. And here I thought we were comrades in blood hunger. Chickens are very fascinating all on their own. Did you know they have very colorful dreams? Oh, that's nice. I once helped a wild hen with her dream journal. What are you? I'll introduce you to sometime. My favorite thing about chickens is what they purr when they're happy. Is he like a druid? No, he's an earth? Earth elemental? An earth echo. He's a giant earth echo. He thinks chickens are cats, doesn't he? I don't know, we'll find out. What charming creatures. The more I learn, the more they remind me of vampires. So simple, sweet, and ferocious, yet their origin harbors one of the greatest mysteries of life. What came first, the chicken or the egg? The egg. The egg. Not going to weigh in? I'm intellectually withdrawing myself from this conversation. But unlike this unsolved mysteries, I do know how vampires are created. Would you mind elaborating? Weren't you intellectually withdrawing? As a cleric of Cassiopeia, humility is a lifelong objective that I strive towards. As such, I must admit when I need to concede words spoken in haste. Which would be now, I suppose. Please, Kyle, if you wouldn't mind expanding on what you just said. Certainly. It must have been over 5 centuries ago when a scholar stole some of the I'm intellectual is something I'm gonna have to start saying several times a day. It must have been over 5 centuries ago when a scholar stole some of the immortal blood of the dragons. The scholar offered it to Queen Annabeth, who would become the vampire's monarch. I've never heard of Queen Annabeth. No. I think that was just the plot of a really challenging board game, Kyle. Oh, you're right. So then, Mike was real after all. Mike? Yes. It's all coming back to me now. The first vampire that walked this world was the infamous Mikhail. But most of us call him Mike. He was very close. He had a very close connection to the spirit dragon in his domain. Eventually, Mike struck a deal with Tuat. In exchange for guarding the dragon's realm, he would get to live forever. But that didn't work out, I guess. Old Mike didn't read the fine print. The spirit dragon turned out to be the trickster. I'm probably saying it wrong too, Mgak, don't worry. Turned him into a new form of undead creature, invulnerable to age and disease, but so weak to the blade. Blood was the only thing he could stomach to consume, and with time, even sunlight became intolerable. Mike was no longer welcome among the living, but the dead didn't want him either. So that was how the first vampire was created. Fascinating. There's so little known about the spirit dragon in his realm. Kyle, just how do you possess knowledge that's considered ancient by today's standards? What knowledge? The knowledge you just told us about. Ah, I stumbled upon it in a grimoire I bought at the other day at a local bookstore. Nope. That was a vampire romance novel Lynn recommended you. Try again. But of course. Dear Evelyn was such a history fanatic. How could I not pick up on a few stories? That one was her favorite. I still dream about her deathly beautiful countenance as she narrated tales until the intruders stopped screaming. She always told the story of our progenitor, Mike, so softly. She would cradle a vial of his blood, and her tone would turn so reverent. Secret to share with me, she would say. Uh-oh. I didn't mean to break the last oath between us as well. I'm sure we can keep this a secret, right? A secret between new friends. If secrecy is how we can repay you for sharing this information with us, then so be it. Since you seem to be very close to her, I wanted to let you know. We traveled past Morrow Castle. Morrow Castle on our way back. It looked awfully damaged. The destruction looked fresh, if only we had passed by earlier. Clay even spotted a heavily armored silhouette in the distance, a short distance away from what remained of her castle walls. We hurried over as quickly as possible, but the shadow was gone by the time we got there. As it was, only rubble remained. Was my dear Evelyn unharmed? We don't know. The castle looked abandoned, like a ruin. My Evelyn. What horrid fiend could inflict such damage? She must have fought back fiercely. May her opponents suffer twice the damage they inflicted upon her. What I wouldn't give to know her safe. I think I need to go ask Rhea about her comfort food. I think I might have to end it here because I can tell I'm losing my voice. Ugh, but we got Kyle back. That's all I care about. We got Kyle back. So, we will save here for today. And go to our main menu. Thank you so much for all stopping by. I really appreciate it. I'm sorry about all the troubles with my mic. I don't know what's going on. So yeah, tomorrow I was originally gonna do streaming of Slime Rancher 2, because we started that on the week before my birthday, but I forgot I had promised a couple people in the server that we would do a watch along together. So we will be doing a watch along in the Discord of the Game Awards. So if you want to just come and hang out and chill with us, you are free to stop on by. And yeah, I would love to see you all there. If not, I hope you have a great rest of your week. And yeah, we will see you soon. And I think, let me check. Is he still live? Oh my god, he is. Okay. We're rating, yeah, of course he is. Yeah, we're rating Marky again, considering he's on 27 hours. We'll go raid Marky. You can go tell him to rest soon. Tell him to go rest. But yeah, thank you all so much for being here. I hope you have a great rest of your night. 27-hour warning raid. Yeah. And I will see you tomorrow. Okay. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.